All right, Shalom. This is Aklawam coming with another lesson, and we're going to title this lesson "Our Faith is going to be tested." Our faith is going to be tested, man. And I'm going to get this clip. Uh, but first and foremost, I want to give all honor and all glory to the Heavenly Father Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Makakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone and rule well. Peace and blessings and safety to the sincere Akim pushing the word in truth and in sincerity. And shalom to the very few Akwaf that listen and learn as well. And just wanted to touch on this clip here and get some precepts and Lord willing to be edifying, because our faith is getting ready to be tested on a high level, which is what the Lord Yahweh does, which is what the Lord Yahweh does to those that believe on Him. You know, you're gonna have to be tried. You're gonna have to be tested by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. You know, to be able to receive a crown, to be able to receive a glorious kingdom, you're gonna have to be tried for it. You know, it's not gonna come easy. It's not gonna be a walk in the park like some of these other Israelite groups say it's gonna be. You know, IUIC says there is no Jacob's trouble. You know, you're just gonna be beamed up into a chariot. You know, which is against the scriptures. You know, Jacob's trouble is for Jacob. You know, but it's to try the elect, man. You know, it's to try the elect and cut off the 2/3. That's what Jacob's trouble was for. All right, let's go ahead and get this clip.
Despite a nationwide directive by President Trump to block evictions during the coronavirus pandemic, more and more Americans are being evicted over their inability to pay rent. So how is this happening, and will it only get worse as Congress continues to be unwilling to intervene? Joining me now to discuss is Boom Bust co-host Ben Swan. All right, Ben, how does this happen? I mean, Trump issued a directive to prevent evictions, so why are they still taking place across the country?
Yeah, so it's a little bit complicated here. If you go back into the summer, obviously in the spring and summer, Congress did intervene, right, and put a moratorium on any evictions that would take place across the country. But by the end of the summer, that moratorium had expired. The problem is Congress couldn't ever agree on another stimulus deal or coronavirus package, which would include another moratorium on those evictions. So it hasn't happened. As a result of that, what President Trump did was he issued a directive, as you said, in the fall to essentially say there shouldn't be evictions. The problem is that it's not law. It's just a directive. It was given by the president. It was kind of echoed, if you will, by the CDC. But the problem is in a lot of states like Missouri, there have been landlords who have gone to court and essentially said, we don't have to follow this directive. It's a directive, yes, but we disagree with it. And so in some states, it's not being applied. In some locations, people are still being evicted. And in many cases, quite honestly, Rachel, people just don't know that this directive even exists. So when they're getting evicted, they can't really go into court and say, hey, there's a presidential directive that stops this, because they don't even know it's out there in the first place to protect them.
Right, and millions of Americans still waiting for Congress to act or do anything when it comes to coronavirus relief. Okay, so who does and does not qualify under this presidential directive from Trump?
Yeah, so apparently to be eligible for this, a renter has to earn $198,000 or less if you're in a couple. It's $99,000 for a single filer.
And there you have it. You know, evictions coming down the pipeline because you know people are not able to make rent. Businesses are closing down for good due to this pandemic. You know, this COVID-19, which is plaguing the globe. You know, people aren't able to pay rent, man. You know, and evictions are at an all-time high. So what is that going to bring? That's going to bring a crime rate. You know, is going to skyrocket because people can't eat. So people are going to resort to drastic measures, man, to feed themselves. You know, a lot of people are going to be homeless, which homelessness is on the rise in all major cities throughout Babylon. You know, though, you know, these are the times that we're headed towards, man, and our faith is going to be tested. You know, the Lord is going to see who has faith. You know, the Lord is going to see who's really on his side, man. you know, because you have a lot of people in this thing who who are faking the funk, man. You know, who are playing house. You know, as they would say back in the world. You know, you playing house. You playing around, man. You know, and a lot of people are gonna be found out to be to be uh, to be liars. You know, and with that, let's grab six, Second Ezra 16 and 17, and it reads, "For there shall be in every place, and in the next cities, a great insurrection." Insurrection goes into your uprisings, you know, against the government, man. Your militia groups, you know, all these different rebellion groups. They're gonna be in every major city, you know, going against your politicians, going against your government, upon those that fear the Lord. All right, that's talking about the Israelites, man. Next verse, they shall be like madmen. Mad means crazy, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. You know, so there's coming a time where those that proclaim themselves to be Israelites, they're gonna be under persecution. You know, our faith is gonna be tried and tested to the max. You know, the Lord he's gonna prove you, just like He proved all the men of the Lord. All right, Abraham. Uh, he proved Abraham. He proved all his servants. Moses. You know, they just didn't become those great men by nothing. No, they were tried, man. All right. As Abraham was getting ready to sacrifice his son, what did the Lord say? All right, he told him no. He told him he had great faith, man. He tested him, he proved him, and that's what the Lord is doing. He's gonna do with the Jacob's trouble. Right? He's gonna see who's truly down for him. You know. Second Ezra 16:72. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses, and that's what you see in this clip. You know, you can be in a position where you refuse the Maxine and not have a job, not be able to pay your rent. You know, you're gonna be cast out of your home, man. You see, those are the choices and decisions that are around the corner. You know, are you gonna stand for the Lord, Yahweh? Or are you gonna fold to Esau Edom's system? You know, you're gonna have to make a decision. You know, your faith is gonna have to take over and kick in. You know, pray that the Lord keeps the spirit and puts the spirit upon you to weather this storm. You know, because it's about to get real bumpy out here, man. You know, it's about to get real out of control very very soon. You know, they already the truckers are already going on strike, so that's stopping your food from coming in and out of cities. You see, the famine is around the corner. The famine of the word is around the corner as well, man. You know, so your faith, build up your faith now. You know, build it up so that when all hell does break loose, you're girded up, man. This is Ecclesiasticus 6 and 7, and it reads, "If thou wouldest get a friend, prove or test him first, and be not hasty to credit him." All right, and that's what the Lord is gonna do. You know, He's gonna see if you're His friend, man. He's gonna test you. He's gonna prove you. He's gonna put you in situations that test your character. You know, He's gonna put you in situations that test your integrity, that test your faith as well. You know, so He can prove you to be a friend, because you're going to have a lot of people who call themselves Israelites jump ship. You know, once that persecution starts really heating up, man, and Esau starts coming down with that great wrath, you're going to have a lot of Israelites jumping ship. You know, deleting their Facebook pages, deleting their Instagrams, deleting anything that had them connected to this Hebrew Israelite thing as they would call it, you're going to see a lot of Israelites jump ship, man. And you want to pray that the Lord keeps the spirit upon you to stand firm. When that persecution really starts coming down, you know, when Esau starts throwing Israelites in jail for teaching the word, we're going to see who's really down for Yahweh Bashim Shai. All right, the Lord is he's gonna test you, man. This is Ecclesiasticus, known as Sirach 2:5, and it reads, "For gold is tried in the fire." All right, to become gold, to become that precious gold, man, you're gonna have to be tried in the fire. And what's that fire? Jacob's trouble. Being put in drastic measure situations to be tried. That's that through the fire. Going through the fire is gonna see whether you are acceptable, an acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. All right. So if the Lord's gonna accept you, you're gonna have to go through some adversity, man. You're gonna have to go through some hardships. The kingdom is not gonna be handed over to anybody, man. It's gonna be given to those that overcome the test thrown by Yahweh Shema Shai, man. This is 1 Corinthians 3:13, and it reads, "Every man's work shall be made manifest." All right, all the things that you're doing in secret, not in secret, they're gonna be made manifest. Whether they be good or evil. The Lord he's gonna search Jerusalem with candles, roughly paraphrasing. You see, for the day shall declare it. What's that day? We're approaching that day. That day is gonna declare. All right, it's gonna make manifest your works, whether you're in this truth for to get salvation, or you're in this truth to glorify yourself. All right, all it's going to be declared, it's going to be made known, because it shall be revealed by fire. All right, the times that we're approaching, all is going to be revealed, man. The Lord is gonna reveal those who are on his side, and he's gonna reveal those who are not on his side by the fire, by Jacob's trouble. The Lord is gonna see who's walking the walk and who's talking the talk and who's bullshitting. And the fire shall try every man's work and what sort it is. You see that? The fire is gonna try you, man. It's gonna try every man's work. There's no escaping the Lord, man. This is Job 23:10, and it reads, "But he knoweth the way that I take when he hath tried me." All right, the Lord, Yahweh tried Job. He tried Job. He took away his children, took away his cattle, he took away his money. All right, he took everything away from him except his life. All right, he was tried to the max, man. But he kept his integrity. He didn't fold. And that's the spirit that you want to take into the times that we're coming into, man. You want to pray that Yahweh Shema Shai puts that spirit upon you. All right? Because without the Lord putting that spirit upon you, you're not going to make it, man. When he trieth me, I shall come forth as gold. All right? So you're going to come out, if we be of that number, we be of that elect, to make it out on the other side of Jacob's trouble, man. We're going to come forth as gold, because we were tried, we were tested, and we passed all the tests. This is Psalm 66:10, and it reads, "For thou, O power Yahweh, has proved us." All right, the Lord is going to prove you, man. If being back in the world, if I had known these scriptures back then, it would have saved me from a lot of hardships and heartaches with individuals, especially women, man, because a lot of men, before they deal with a woman, they don't prove them. They don't test them. to see what type of woman they are, man. All right, the Lord is gonna see what type of person you are. He's gonna prove you. Thou hast tried us as silver is tried. You see, gonna be tried, and that's what this is going into. You know, evictions. The time of Jacob's trouble is almost here, and this was put up by the elder GMS Doc Tube. All right, these are the times where the Lord is he's gonna prove and test those that say that they're Israelites, man. You know, roughly paraphrasing the scripture that says judgment must begin at the house of the Lord. All right, the Lord is going to start with those that call themselves Israelites, that know that they're Israelites. He's going to start with them first. He's going to try them first, man. Hey, and we'll end it off here in Proverbs 24:10, and it reads, "If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small." All right, so adversity is on its way. You know, Jacob's trouble is going to be a very adverse time, man. You know, it's going to be like any other time on this earth. It's going to be a lot of bloodshed. It's going to be a lot of things that people have never seen before. But if thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. Or you faint during Jacob's trouble, man, your strength is small. All right, which means your faith is low. Your faith is small, man. All right. So the time that we have left, this is the time we should really be strengthening our faith, really buckling down even more to gird up ourselves even more. All right, get in His Word more, pray more. All those things help, man. And with that, I'm going to go ahead in the lesson, Lord willing. This be edifying. Till the next time, Shalom.